Hey guys, we're back with some more Everlasting Summer, and we're just going to jump right into it and hopefully make some progress today. So here we go! Sometimes it looked like she's hiding something behind her mask of shyness. But what? You know, I read a book not that long ago. Do you like science fiction? Not that much. Damn, another failure. Well, if you don't like it, then what books do you like? Different kinds. The conversation wasn't going smoothly, and I had to turn it off for the better. Who knows why, but I thought about the dance again. Feelings of uneasiness, discomfort, and even shame overwhelmed me once more. It looks like I'm not that different from Lena when it comes to such things. I am shy and afraid of things I don't understand or can't do. I should probably overcome my own fears before anything else. And this will help me to understand her better. I have made up my mind. There are only a couple of boxes left. Yes. Hey, I've got an idea. How about we go to the canteen afterwards? I think the tape recorder was taken back there. What is it doing in the canteen? I hesitated. What for? Her sincere look made it clear that she hadn't the slightest idea what I am going to offer. Well, frankly speaking, I just don't know how to dance. That's why I don't like it. That's the reason I was so confused back there. Maybe I could thank you by dancing with you. But She stopped sorting out the medicine for a moment, blushed, and looked right into my eyes. I got a bit stubborn. It really was a stupid idea. It's okay if you don't want to. I don't insist. What if someone sees us? I certainly didn't think about that. It's not a big deal, but everybody is asleep already, and no one is going to be in the canteen at night. How will we get in there? I should have thought about it beforehand. I still have the keys. I never gave them back to Slavia. Well, I did have Slavia's keys, but didn't want to mention them. Someone could get the wrong idea about me stealing them. That moment, I regretted that I still didn't get my cell phone from the leader's cabin. Anyway, I had to say something to get away from this awkward topic. What kind of music do you like? Different kinds. I'm not really into music. Into it, whatever. Then let's imagine that it's playing now. I mean, that we hear it playing. How's that? Like it plays in your head. I still remembered the melody the pioneers were dancing to. The music and words were really clear in my memory. I'm not sure I can do it. You can, just try. Probably. I've got her consent. In Lena's case, even that probably can be considered yes. We silently sorted medical supplies for the rest of the time, writing down their names and quantities. I should pay more attention to every word I say after such luck. I stayed silent most of the time, though. Soon we finished the last box. I gave Lena the filled-in list and started to stare at her. Like I saw Bigfoot riding a unicycle while juggling piglets. I gave Lena the filled-in... Oh, sorry. It was amazing, frightening, and all above mesmerizing. She suddenly broke out laughing. What? That look of yours. What about it? It's just funny. Really? Yeah. So where are we going to go? Where? Her last words unsettled me. I completely forgot what we were talking about. Frankly speaking, I had completely left this world for a moment. Well, you know, to dance. Lena blushed right away, and her face took on a strange expression of shyness, uneasiness, and fear. Ah, yeah, sorry, I was just lost in thought. Let's go to the pier. I don't know why I chose that place. Maybe because you could run into a pioneer at the square, in the residential area, or near the canteen, but not on the pier. That's what I thought, at least. Or maybe because of the large bright moon reflecting on the water in the night. And it is a full moon today. I don't know how, but the solution just offered itself. If you don't like it, then we can... No, that's a really nice place. Lena locked the door, and we made our way to the pier. Night fell on the sleeping camp. Should we follow the road? Why? It will be faster through the forest. There's a nice path there. It's dark there. Are you afraid? Not really. If you want to. Okay. But can I... Whoa. Squeesh. Without finishing, she grabbed onto my arm. I love that we have, like, no face. And I keep pointing at the screen and you can't see what I'm pointing. Here. No face. No eyes. Okay, get out of here, mouse. Is it okay with you? That was my turn to blush. Of course. We walked through the forest. It was hardly a forest, though. More like a small grove between the camp and the pier. About 100 meters long. I would never think that there would be anything to be afraid of, even on my own. But it just seemed like Lena's fear was contagious. The branches swayed over us. I shuddered, and Lena clung to my arm even more strongly. Don't be afraid. It must be a squirrel. Yeah. We reached the pier. The night was really beautiful. I walked closer to the river and called Lena. Look! The pier, the boathouse, and the moon were reflecting in the water. It looked like another world, with the surface of the water being the door to Wonderland. You could just jump and find yourself on the other side. May I have this dance? I extended my hand to her and bowed clumsily. Lena hesitated. I must have overdid it with my mannerism. There's nothing to fear. I'm no good at it either. Why either? She never said she couldn't dance, though it was kind of obvious. Okay. Lena gave me her hand, and I led her a bit aside and gently put my arms around her waist. We just stood like that for a few moments. And what next? Well, I don't know. Do you remember that song? Barely. But I remember. Great. Let's waltz like in the movies. How's that? Instead of answering her carefully, I started to move in a circle with Lena. See? Not that hard at all. Yeah. Two people who don't know how to dance, but he's teaching her like he knows. We waltzed for several minutes, and that's not a waltz. Or whatever you could call it. Good save. Good save. I felt her warmth, though we were not that close to each other. Her chest heaved heavily, and her face started to blush more and more. Lena didn't look at me, averting her eyes from one side to another. I suddenly realized that I had never felt anything like this before. It was tenderness overtaking reality, as if I found myself in another, better world. I realized that I didn't want to let this girl go, and that I would give up anything just to go on waltzing with her forever. I clasped Lena tighter, and only then did she look straight at me. There was surprise and confusion in her gaze, but no fear whatsoever. She wasn't afraid of me, and didn't push me away. And you said you can't dance. I really can't. I was confused. I didn't expect that reaction from her. Where was her confusion, shyness, and fear disappeared to? Has. You too dance pretty well. I know. A playful smile crossed her face. Or maybe it just seemed so to me. No, I swear I saw it. How is that possible? The image of shy and modest Lena didn't fit together with this moment at all. What should I say? What should I do next? I could only keep on waltzing with her in this dance, which was getting stranger with every passing minute. Simon! Simon, where are you? The voice came from the edge of the forest. Damn, worst timing ever. Simon! It was Olga Dmitrievna. She must have been worrying because I should have been back a long time ago. I should have guessed that tireless camp leader would start searching for a lost pioneer. I should have warned her beforehand. Oh, there's no point in thinking about it now. Lena looked at me questioningly. Being seen together would not be the best thing. Why? Let's go and tell her that everything is all right. No, let's hide and return to the camp together later. Her idea was strange. Everything was going so well. At least something was starting to work out. Or seemed like it did. But what was that something? Okay, then. I decided not to argue. It wasn't appropriate in such a situation. Olga Dmitrievna shouted for a while and left. Let's go. Yeah. Lena didn't grab onto my arm on the way back. I was a little bit frustrated, but wasn't certain enough to take the first step. We kept silent again. It was not typical of Lena to start a conversation, and I just didn't know what to say after everything that had happened at the pier. She kept looking at the ground all the way back, keeping her usual expression. What a bizarre change. Or to be more precise, what was bizarre was that smile on the pier and Lena's words. She stopped at the square. Well, I have to go. Okay. Thank you for today. Yes. Lena turned around and headed for her cabin, and I kept standing where I was. Well, what the hell was that? That dance, that sudden change in the mood, and then everything was back to normal. It was like I was embracing another Lena in that short moment. That's right, she wasn't herself. She seemed a completely different person. Maybe I don't know her well enough. I had a feeling before that Lena hides something under her mask of shyness. It takes much longer than 2 days to understand someone. Damn, what should I do? Maybe I was just seeing things. I walked to the leader's cabin. The whole camp was sleeping, so there was no one to see me. So what? What's wrong with a pioneer taking a walk at night? When I was almost at the door, I heard a noise behind me. The branches of the bush near the trees rustled as if someone moved there. There shouldn't be any wild animals around here. Someone must have been watching me. That very moment, I rushed in the direction of the noise, forced myself through the bushes, and looked around. It was too dark, and I didn't see anything or anyone. There was no point going on. Even if someone was watching me, he must have been gone already. I went back to the cabin. The lights inside were on. The light inside was on. Looks like she's still awake. Simon, where have you been? What are you wearing? What do you mean, where? Me and Lena have been sorting medical supplies in the infirmary. I told you before that I would do that in the evening. Really? When was that? Took you long enough. I was in the infirmary about half an hour ago. It was closed and the lights were off. We decided to have a little walk. I'm fretting about you while you're out having a walk. Well, sorry. I'll let you know beforehand next time. Please do. Go to bed, it's late. I can't help agreeing with her. It was by any measure a hard day. I was too tired to think about the evening's events, and I doubt I would have any decent thoughts. The main thing is that I have not a single idea how to react to all of this. To Lena, to the camp, to this whole world. I practically haven't spent even a minute on looking for answers. Moreover, I've been avoiding it as if the possible discovery scared me. And Lena. The time I spent with her was much more important than all of my attempts to return to the real world. I could worry myself a long time, trying to understand what I did wrong and what I didn't do at all, but exhaustion overcame me. Look, we're on day 4. And I'm going to call it there. So we're going to call it there, and we will pick back up right here next time. So I'm logging off now, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!